As it's me, it's Queen Set Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. So, I got a message the other day from a woman, and she said to me that her husband cheated on her with her best friend. Best friend, Ace Boon Coon, the chick that she ride or die with, the one that she, hang out with, shop with, go see stuff with, the one who she done gave money, watched her kids, covered up her secrets, helped her get out of bad situations, her supposed best friend, all the way back to fourth grade. And the girl slept with her husband. Now, when she confronted the husband really didn't have much. He didn't have much. He didn't have much in the way of an explanation. Just a tired ass apology, that kind of thing. But when she talked to her friend about it, because she found out because she saw some messages between them on her husband's phone. And when she talked to her friend about it, her friend said she did it on purpose so that she would see that her husband wasn't shit. And she did this not because she wanted to have sex with him, but she wanted to show her what kind of man she was married to. Now, I understand that these two have been friends since fourth grade. I understand. I get it. I've had friends since before fourth grade that I'm still friends with, actually, too. I understand the dynamic when you have a long history with somebody. But I don't give a fuck. Both of them is fucked up. Straight up. They're both fucked up. And you found out about this time. How many times has she done something like this before that you didn't find out about? See, all of them kind of questions wouldn't sit right with me, and I would leave both of them alone. I would leave him alone because he full of shit. And anytime you would do something like that, you're just a fucked up individual that doesn't really care about your union with this person. You don't care. You're just a dog. You're nasty. Because if my woman's best friend came on to me, I would either tell my woman or stay the hell away from her. One or the other, And I've been in that situation before. And I told her in the case that I was in, and if it happened with a different time, or if I didn't think it was appropriate to tell her, I just would stay the hell away from her. So I wouldn't keep fucking with him. He ain't shit. If he'll fuck your best friend, he'll fuck your mama. He'll mess with your sister. He'll mess with your new best friend if you get one. I wouldn't mess with him. He already is showing qualities of somebody that I would not want to be married to. His apologies, or if he can make it up to you, all that kind of stuff, I wouldn't ever want to be with him again. Now, some people do forgive infidelity, but I'm not one of those people. I'm just not one of those people. If you cheat on me, you're never going to see me again. Because that says to me that you are trifling. And you don't mind putting our union, my health, and anything else in jeopardy so you can get a 5-minute roll in the hay. You see? And in most cases, it's not because they're not getting sex or because you're bad at sex. They just trifling. So I wouldn't keep messing with him. He's done. And as far as she's concerned, I would kick her to the curb too. I would find me a new best friend. I would unravel from her. Because even if she did it for that reason, let's say her lame excuse is the real reason why she did it. She's overstepping her boundary. Like, y'all been friends since fourth grade. I'm not expecting a big boundary between you guys, because usually a friend since fourth grade is more like a sister. So I'm not expecting this huge boundary. But that is a boundary. To sleep with somebody's husband to prove to the person that he ain't shit, you could have proved that he ain't shit from just doing text messages with him. And got him to say something inappropriate, because obviously it's easy. It was easy to get him in bed. So you could have just got some text messages from him and been like, see, and showed her that. But you're going to actually sleep with him, and then you didn't tell your friend. You didn't come to her with this evidence, this video footage, or nothing. You didn't tell her nothing. The wife just so happens to find it in his phone. So you had no intentions upon telling her what was going on. And you slept with him more than once. I could sleep you slept with him one time and then told her, I would be like, that's bad, but it's really just misguided. But you slept with him more than once and never told her, and then when she confronted you, said that was why. I don't believe it. It's gerby gerb to me. She just trying to save face because she knows she looks like shit. And when everybody that's in y'all circle hear about what she did, she is trying to, protect her reputation by being like, oh, well, I only did it because it is. It's trifling either way. I don't care if you did it for any reason, it's trifling. So I would kick both of them to the curb. I would get myself some, grief counseling, and I would move the fuck on. Because, like I said before, a husband and a best friend, those are very close relationships. So that's why I said I would get some grief counseling, because that's very painful. So I would move on from it and get myself together, start using the law of attraction to draw me a new friend and a new man. Because you ain't got to beg nobody to be loyal to you. All you got to do is draw the right people towards you. And remember, sometimes friendships have an expiration date. I mean, ideally speaking, you want to keep a friend forever. Friends to the end, right? You want to keep a friend for the rest of your life. I have one friend I met when I was 3. I have another friend I met when I was 7. So it would ideally be wonderful to have these friendships until I drop dead, basically. But at the same time, some of the times, friendships don't run that gamut. They only go but so far. Some of them are for a lifetime, and some of them are just for a season. So if you've been friends since 4th grade, maybe your season is up. And likewise, I challenge you to really think about him and think about her, because 9 times out of 10, she's probably done other shady things. They've both probably done other shady things up to this point. Because this is not something that you just do out the gate. He probably been doing stuff, because you don't just do something that fucked up out the gate. You usually try little side stuff first, flirting with somebody or saying something out of the way. You kind of work your way up to that, and her too, she could have been sleeping with your boyfriend. She could have been doing stuff like this. And that's one of the things about it that I don't like, is the betrayal aspect of it. And how much betrayal are we really talking about? Because it could have just been this one situation, but in a lot of cases it wasn't. In a lot of cases that I've worked on that was the same thing, a lot of times other things happen beforehand. And it might not have been sex. It might have just been like, oh, she was flirting with my boyfriend, or oh, she stole my money, or she did something, or I thought she stole my money, or I thought that she said something out of the way about me, or was gossiping about me, but I wasn't sure. I bet you if you think back, other shady shit has happened. This is just the one where she got caught. That's the difference. So if I was you, I would lose them zeros and draw me some heroes, okay? Because it's time to move on. Like Meatloaf said, and then you see that it's time to move on. Okay? All right, I hope that helps you, and I'm really sorry for your situation. All right, guys, it's time for me to get going. So if you want to send me a love donation, I'll leave my PayPal. If you want to send me a gift, I'll leave my Amazon wish list. If you would like to hang out with me live, join us tomorrow, May 5th, Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. And you get to talk to me live as we learn the nonviolent communication technique by Marshall Rosenberg. Also, if you would like to get a tarot or an oracle card reading, please email me for an appointment. If you have a question for Ask an Aquarius, please email it to me or drop it underneath this video. All right, guys, deuces.